night, May 2nd, Hoosierland. We need your support. And then next Saturday night, the King House of Power, Florence Speedway. A salute to you fans, the greatest fans in all of auto racing, dirt late model fans. I present to you the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series in the first state of Delaware. Here they are. $20,049 to win. By the way, Devin Moran, with a good run here tonight, he will go over $100,000 in earnings so far this year. And we're just at the end of April. Got a lot of huge events left this year. And again, Circle City, Indiana. My peeps need to turn out next Friday. And in Florence, we know that'll be packed and stacked for the Latham Memorial. All right. Rob Penrod, co-chief starter with Rick Monroe at Eldora Speedway. He's with us all weekend long. He'll be with us for several races here in 2025. Ricky Thornton Jr. looking for his 5th series winner of the year. Brandon Overton is first at his return to the series. And Clay Harris, I believe, he's going to need some work down here. Earl Hood Jr. will be in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. 49-lap race. Halfway, Hellraiser Jack's halfway. That's $100 to the halfway leader. That will be lap 24, or 24 and a half. Right, who's ever leading the back straightaway. Thanks to Tim Sheets and Hellraiser Jacks for all of his support. Don't forget, we'll have the Hellraiser Jacks Pit Crew Challenge at Wheatland at the Show Me 100 coming up. All of our great sponsors, official partners, including All Star Performance, ARP, Big River Steel, Buzz Electric Bicycles, Dirt Draft, Flow Racing, Heath Lawson Photography, Homatro, Hoosier Tire, Lucas Oil Products, Mark of Valor Apparel, Miller Welders, My Race Pass, Nutrimag Solutions, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Race Car Engineering, Rugged Radio, Summit Racing Equipment, Sunoco Race Fuels, UNOH, University of Northwestern Ohio, Wheelan and Veland Metal Services. Here we go. It's all right. Apparently they can't pull that off the car for some reason, so Harris will get his spot there. So it'll be Delaware double file restarts till inside of 10 or less laps to go. Under a caution or red flag, all lap cars restart on the tail. And we will interview the top 3 in victory lane here tonight. Here we go at the Nutrimag Solutions Start Zone. We underway at Georgetown, Delaware. We're trying to make it 3 in a row on the outside. Brandon over, and it says, hold my jalapeno down the back straightaway. Heartbeat Hot Sauce into turn 3. No, it's not jalapeno on a stick. He is leading in that Rick's Motorsports Longhorn lap 1 in the books. Overton, Thornton, Wilson, Tyler Erb, your top 4. Down the back straightaway, Dolt Wilson trying to win one for Gullett. They won with Jason Jameson at Perrigan last week. Wilson looking for his 2nd career win in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. He runs in 3rd right now, 2 in the books. It's Overton, Thornton, Wilson, Davenport, 4th now. Then Tyler Erb runs in 5th. As they head into turn number 3. Again, Hagerstown, Maryland tomorrow night. Looking forward to that. Port Royal on Sunday. Out of turn number 4, Overton continues to show the way in 76. Ross Robinson, 4 wins here a year ago. Out of turn number 2, still has not won a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series main event. He would love nothing to do that on his car owner's home track. Overton still in command right now. There's Robinson in 7, runs 7th. Hilsebeck 8th, Alberson 9th, Carson Ferguson 10th right now. Come out of turn number 4, down the main straightaway. Out of turn number 2, Brandon Overton down the back straightaway again. He was full-time 2 years ago. He went and ran the front Super Dirt Series a year ago. He won the championship. In his career, he's got 18 wins. Looking for his first Lucas Oil title here in 2025. He leads with 6 laps complete. Ross Robinson right here behind the battle. You see the in-car camera. Great job by everyone at Flow Racing. And right now, within 7 in the books, he has a 1.3 second advantage over Thornton. Then it's Dalton Wilson, Jonathan Davenport, Tyler Erb. Then Devin Moran, Ross Robinson behind him, then Garrett Alberson, Daniel Hilsevic, Carson Ferguson. Right now, an early contender for the Poker Trucking Hard Charger, Garrett Alberson. And we've got our first Coltman Farms Racing caution of the race with 7 complete. It's Carson Ferguson in 93. He was running in 10th in that Hoopah Grading Coltman Farms Racing entry for Donald and Gina Bratcher. Paler Motorsports. We'll see as he limps into turn 4. Does he have a tire down or an issue here on the right side of the car? And that Corvette-powered Longhorn. See if he can make it back. Donald McIntosh down there. And so the caution out 7. So 7 in the books. So the caution, I believe, charged to Carson Ferguson. 7 in the books, caution out. Earl Hoon will get the 93 as he is not have any power as he heads down to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, Earl.
Carson Ferguson making his way down to me. His crew is ready. Like a couple tires here. All the right sides look good. Not quite sure. Left sides are also up as well. They are taking a look underneath the left rear. Now they're going to take the Zeus pins out and take a look underneath the hood.
Yeah, he has no tire down, so no courtesy laps. Scott Fagner, the crew chief, they're looking, I believe, at the MSD box. Is he trying to see if there's an electrical issue or not? Again, Carson Ferguson was running in 10th and have another lap at least under caution. We'll see if the car will refire, Earl. Again, down in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit.
Crew looking at the magneto box, like you said. Yeah, it could be a loose wire there that they have discovered. They're going to cover it back up, and he may be able to rejoin this field.
Carson Ferguson, there you go, fired back up. So good news for the Paler Motorsports 93, but left to join on the tail. So Donnie Lingo did not start the race, so we've got 23 cars out here. Oh, he did start the race, my bad. Carson Ferguson back out. The Nutrient Solutions restart zone. Right now, an early contender in the Hooker Trucking Hard Chargers, Garrett Alberson up 4 spots. He is up to 8th at the Nutrient Solutions restart zone. We are back underway at Georgetown. They will battle up to turn number 2. Walt Wilson on the inside at 18D down the back straightaway. Dean Bowen turning the wrenches on that car. The 20 TC, the 20 RT rather. Zach Friels on the crew of that car. Nick Hardy has joined that team this week as well as they head into turn number 1. Overton, Thornton, Wilson, Davenport, Moran up to 5th. Tyler Erb, Ross Robinson, Alberson, Hilsebeck, Rick Eckert is up to 10th in car number 24. Eckert 4 wins here, and we got a car off on the back straightaway, off the pace. And Hudson O'Neal off the pace at 71. Carson Ferguson back into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, 9 in the books. It's the leader plus 3 in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, and Hudson O'Neal, who looked to be back on track a few weeks ago, sweeping at Lucas Oil Speedway as he's in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, Earl.
Yeah, Huddy coming in. I can tell you right now that he already packed the right rear full of mud. if we can give it a shot on the wheel cover, it's caved in, so he could be feeling a vibration in there, making him think that it could be a tire that's down, but it is not. I do want to let you know that the right rear, he did pack full of mud. I'll also take a peek here on the left side. Yep. Those tires are up as well.
Yeah, Donald McIntosh is down here in turn 4, and his spoiler is not attached, so he's going to have to come into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Picks for quick work. Spencer Hughes down there as well.
Ferguson's crew still going to work there on the 93. They're still looking at the magneto boxes. So Neil's crew able to get a new mud cover for the right rear tire. He should be able to rejoin this field.
O'Neill was running in 11th. McIntosh is running 13th. Again, Brandon Overton's led from the start. Ricky Thornton Jr. second. Dalton Wilson third. Jonathan Davenport fourth. Devin Moran fifth. And it's Tyler Erb, Ross Robinson, Garrett Alberson, Daniel Hilzebeck, and Rick Eckert. And again, McIntosh dragging the spoiler on the 79 car, and he's into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. The Billy Hicks Longhorn 79 Earl coming at you.
Well, how about it, James? When I'm doing pit reporting, things get very eventful down here in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce.
When I do, they don't at Eldora, right? I get a boring shock adjustment. We got body parts everywhere on these cars.
Yeah, right.
Well, this track is, I don't know how this is going to affect this. We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's not going to handle very well without no spoiler. You know
it
that.
May handle like a dump truck, but we'll see here.
And it's not something that these guys really carry spares of, right? So they got all kinds of tires, maybe a couple, shocks if need be. But, yeah, nobody ever carries an extra spoiler down here in the work area.
Well, he'll know he'll go in turn number 1 or 3 when he's going about 80 mile an hour. All right, here we go. Overton 9 in the books, 40 to go. Brandon Overton comes into tonight, as I mentioned, 18 career wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series in his return to the series, and that Riggs Motorsports Longhorn factory car. Heartbeat Hot Sauce. Trying to win in Delaware tonight at the Nutrien Solutions start zone. Overton, Thornton, Wilson, Davenport, Moran. We're back underway at Georgetown. Wilson there is Moran through turn number 2. Here comes Tyler Erb down the back straightaway. Then we got a car in the middle of the back straightaway, and it's Tyler Erb. And he goes sliding sideways. Oh my goodness. Live and on replay coming up as the Coleman Farms caution is out for Tyler Erb as he went sliding down the middle of the back straightaway, going the wrong way, Earl.
Ross Robinson also making his way here into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce work area. A lot of damage to the left front of that car, especially to the nose. Erb coming in as well. All tires are up on the best performance number 1. As you can get a replay of exactly what happened and why we are under caution.
Dave Warren Power Sports replay. They were running 6th and 7th. I saw Erb get a run. He got around Moran. He gets around Dalton Wilson down the back straightaway, and they will get a second angle here. Great in-car coming up from Ross Robinson, who was right behind this. See if the 18D and the 1, they were side by side and they touched. I mean, that's just a racing deal there. That happens. When you're running that hard and that fast, and both of them are going to go to the back. So Tyler brought out the caution, and Ross Robinson went to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. So that'll move up Alberson 2 more spots. Hilzebeck will go to 7th. Eckert 8th, Shepard in 9th, McIntosh 10th, 11th will be Ebert.
So Ross Robinson, update on him. He also had a flat left front tire. Crew were able to make changes. Now Herb having trouble firing the car to get out of the Heartbeat Hot Sauce work area. His crew trying to push him. He's trying to find a fire if he can.
Well, they got to wait till the field passes here. They're still pushing the car. Robinson's going to come back out. Hey, it's Uncle T.
Still a long way to go.
Well, he's got a good hot rod. He won the heat race, and he was right now in 6th, but he has to go to the back.
Well, you know he's going to make his way back up, and somehow he's going to do it.
By the way, he won the last time we were at Hagerstown in 2022. He'll be back there tomorrow. He's going to put on a show because we're still 40 laps to go early in this race.
Yeah, a long way to go. I mean, you got to think of what's going on.
He went to the pits. He's done.
Okay, Tyler Herb done. You got to think Brandon Overton, right? Led from the offset in this one. He's like, man, I just can't quite get into a rhythm with caution after caution. So see what happens here on this restart, especially when you got RTJ and Dalton Wilson right behind you.
Yeah, Wilson 3rd, Davenport 4th, Moran 5th. Still 9 laps in, 49 to go. The 49 for when this track first opened in 1949. By the way, Earl, I did not call the first race here.
Well, I was going to ask you if you actually showed up for the opener.
No.
For as a fan.
For the opener.
Come on, 1949, you were in your prime.
Me and Joe DiMaggio.
Yeah.
All right. We'll get them lined up here in Delaware double file restart because we got 2 cars that Herb is out. Robinson in the back. Still Lingo. So we've got 23. Well, now we got 22. By the way, did he get a new mud cover on the right rear of O'Neill's car? He'll restart in 2020th. All right, we'll see if we can get a lengthy green flag stretch here. We've had 2 cautions here, and they've been in the last 3 laps. We'll start them at the cone. Lights are out. Brandon Overton is led from the drop of the green flag. He started outside front row. So Thornton picks the bottom on Wilson. Then it's Davenport and Moran. So 4 of the top 5, and well, actually the top 5 in the points are running 1 through 5. All right, here they come at the Nutrien Ag Solutions restart zone. Brandon Overton, he will go green as he'll fire down the main straightaway. Wilson's going to go to the outside of Thornton. Now he glides to the bottom. Here comes Moran. Devin Moran tries to get a run. Thornton in front of him down the back straightaway. Into turn 3. Here they come. They are flying out for turn number 4 down the main straightaway. Do we get a lap in? Moran right behind Wilson. Overton leads. Thornton is second. Or Mick Dalton Wilson is second. Thornton has fallen to 4th. Down the back straightaway. Good battle. And here comes Garrett Alberson. Garrett Alberson. He ran well here a couple of years ago. Nearly got his first Lucas Oil win. As they come out at turn number 4, Alberson's got a good hot rod as he battles with JD. They're side by side at turn number 1. 11 in the books. It's Overton, Wilson, Moran, Thornton, Alberson, 5th. Garrett Alberson. He started in 12th. Trevor Collins, an early contender for the Hoker Trucking Hard Charger. But Brandon Overton still leads. He has stretched it out about 8-9 car lengths. Good battle for second. Dalton Wilson at 18D. Moran 3rd. Thornton, Alberson, Davenport. Brandon Shepard is up to 7th. B. Shep started 14th. Hilzebeck, Eckert, Amanda Robinson. Hey, a tip of the cap to Amanda Robinson. She's 10th in car number 4. Down the back straightaway, it is still Brandon Overton as they work lap 14 up at turn number 4. Anthony Burrows, Justin Tharp, Ryder Cantillo on that crew, and here comes Shepard. Brandon Shepard. Back full-time in the Lucas Oil 800 Series, looking for his first Lucas Oil Championship. Battles in the Buck Richards, number 1 down the back straightaway, and the Lance Landers 49. That is the battle for 6th and 7th. as we score 15 laps at Georgetown. Brandon Overton on cruise control. And Davenport problems in turn 2, pushes up the track. Brandon Shepherd, they're going to go side by side into turn number 3 as we work lap 16. Two of the best of the business, Brandon Shepherd and Jonathan Davenport. Davenport still has the spot by a car length as Overton continues to show the way. Dalton Wilson solid in second. He's about 15 car lengths back, which is about 1.8 seconds around this 3/8 mile oval. Actually, it's 4/10 into turn number 1. Moran third. Alberson is up to 4th. Garrett Alberson started in 12th. He's 4th. And it's Thornton Davenport, Shepard, Hilsebeck, Eckert, Amanda Robinson still runs 5th. How about rookie Dan Ebert? He's up to 11th. Trevor Collins, a good run for the Delaware driver. He's 12th. And O'Neill from the back, after making a pit stop, he's 13th. Amanda Robinson. Ross has gotten back to 19th. Ross was 7th. Amanda Robinson at her home track. Her and rookie Dan Ebert battling it out. Ebert runs 10th now. Amanda Robinson is 11th. Brandon Overton, the first time in this race, if this thing stays green, is going to pick up the tail end of the field. As the tail end of the field coming off of turn 4, and here comes the 76 cars. You see the battle back there. Hudson O'Neill in 71. He will get around Robinson. So Hudson O'Neill up another spot. He'll go to 11th as we score lap 20. Still 4 shy of the halfway mark here in Delaware. A long green flag stretch of racing here tonight. Meanwhile, Dalton Wilson, eyeball test, says that he is gaining on 76 into 1. Here comes Wilson. Dalton Wilson has got a groove higher than Overton down the back straightaway. Here comes Wilson, and we've got a caution is out. Coleman Farms caution out, and it's for Carson Ferguson in 93. So, I don't know who's more glad to see that, Overton or Wilson, because Wilson was about a lane higher, and he had cut the lead to 1 second. Spencer Hughes, problems in turn 4 as well in the 19M. So he looks like a right rear down on the Colt Miller JCM Motorsports car. So 21 complete, still 3 shy of the halfway mark. Overton, Wilson was gaining on. He was just a second back. Earl Hoon, here comes Spencer Hughes to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. Carson Ferguson back in there again.
Right rear tire down on Ferguson, also right rear tire on Hughes. And I'm pretty sure Clay Harris may be developing a problem as well. I saw a lot of sparks coming out of the rear end of that car. We'll keep our eye on it. But the Heartbeat Hot Sauce pit area. Clay Harris, yep, said it. Just pulled off of the back straightaway. Ross Robinson, he's back into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce work area. Crew taking another look there to the left front of the Stokely Materials number 7. As, yeah, James, looks like all hell just broke loose here in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce work area.
You knew that was going to happen if you were
Yeah.
here. The fastest car on the track that last lap was the 58 of Garrett Alberson. He has gone from 12th to 4th in the Roberts Racing car. And Ross Robinson back to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. Not sure as they're working on the left front of that car.
Also, another thing, when the leader, Brandon Overton, started to get into dirty air there, Dalton Wilson was almost 2 seconds behind Overton. He took a second off when Brandon Overton was into lap traffic. So if we work on another long green flag run here, it's going to be interesting to see how Brandon Overton, if he gets back into lap traffic, on how he deals with it.
Yeah, you're right. You see on the Delaware double file restart. Or in the state of Delaware, we might as well call it Delaware double file. We do. It's Overton, Wilson, Moran, Alberson, Thornton, your top 5. Then it's Davenport, Shepard, Eckert, Hilsebeck, Ebert in 60. Well, Amanda Robinson had climbed to 10th. O'Neill is 11th. Amanda Robinson 12th. Collins, Costner, McIntosh. Out of the races, Lingo, Tyler Urban, Brent Robinson. So we still have 21 cars left
Ross Robinson, his crew was able to fix the left front, and he is also going to join the rear of this field here, James Essex.
Yeah, Charlie Caffell, he is the father of the Delaware double file restart. Cody, do you know what year that was? I have no idea.
I don't have that year.
I'd say it was before you was born.
I'd say that's probably accurate.
Well, Brandon Overton's led 21 laps. He's led all of them from the start. Boy, that last restart, Devin Moran. Garrett Alberson again started 12th. Devin Moran started 6th. But right now, the Hoker Trucking Hard Chargers, Matt Cosner, Earl.
James, I was able to catch up with a couple crew members down here in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce work area, and they're starting to worry about the sidewalls on these tires because of the speeds that they are carrying around here at the Georgetown Speedway. It's not that a piece of debris is out there or the tires chunking as Overton is going to come back down to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce work area, but they're worried about the speeds and the sidewalls because when Carson came back down here, the tire just exploded, so we'll have to keep an eye on tire wear.
Now Carson Ferguson down there again. That crew's getting a workout there. Scott Faker and his team. And they got to go because he doesn't have a tire down, so he's going to come back out. All right, 21 complete here at Georgetown. Brandon Overton, your leader. Dalton Wilson second. Devin Moran third. Garrett Alberson fourth. Ricky Thornton Jr. fifth. 3 of the top 5 have not won a race this year in the Lucas Oil Series. Back underway at the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. It's a great restart for the Big Perm. And Dalton Wilson's going to take the lead, but down the back straightaway. Here comes Brandon Overton. Dalton Wilson has taken the lead. What a restart at 18D. This is his teammate Jason Jameson did last week at Perrigan. He got the lead. Win one for Gullett. He leads on lap 22. New leader is Dalton Wilson. Brandon Overton second, Devin Moran is third, Garrett Alberson fourth, Thornton is fifth. Thornton, 2-race win streak and 2 appearances here at Georgetown. Trying to get it going, but right now running in 5th spot down the main straightaway. He's already got 10 bonus points in his pockets. Fast time in Group A as Davenport has cleared Thornton. So JD to 5th, Thornton, Shepard, Eckert, Hilsebeck, Dan Ebert. He has been one of the most improved drivers we have seen. He is up to 10th, the Minnesota driver off of turn number 4. As we head down the main straightaway, and the Coleman Farms Racing caution again, and it's Jonathan Davenport. And Jonathan Davenport, 3rd in the points, running 5th in this race. And he has got some severe nose damage on the 49 car. So we have a caution with 23 complete, Earl.
What a game changer here for the 49 of Jonathan Davenport. Yeah, the front of that nose is absolutely caved in on that Longhorn chassis. He will come to the attention to his crew.
Corey Fosfed, the crew chief, not with the team this weekend. Gavin.
Spencer Hughes also coming back into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce work area.
Well, you know how it is when you're running for points and running for a $250,000 championship. You want to get every lap you can. We will show you, this may be a, see what happened down here in 3 and 4 with the NutriTac Solutions 49 car. Not sure, here we go. See there, Garrett Alberson up top, Davenport, they're side to side, down the back straightaway. And he just got away from him. Oh, Brandon Shepard, man, that was close. He missed him. Another one of those racing deals, they call it, right? So Davenport going to have to go to the back in 49.
And Spencer Hughes is going to follow Jonathan Davenport on pit road. So 2 drivers going to go to the rear. But how about it? You mentioned him a little bit early on. He came to the work area almost at the beginning of this race, and he's starting to make his way almost into the top 10. That's the 71 of Hudson O'Neal.
But what a restart for Dalton Wilson. Took the lead. He's led the last 2 laps.
Yeah.
In 18D, what a restart he had. Is Overton, I'm not sure if he spun the tires, but Wilson made a good move on the bottom, and he's led the last 2 laps. But we're still 1 shy of the halfway mark, Earl.
Yeah, Dalton Wilson now, instead of being the hunter, now he's the hunted. See what happens here on this restart.
We'll see how the big perm does in clean air out of turn number 4. He's hoping for a tight perm tonight as they go down that X-Main straightaway. Meanwhile, Overton's going to fall to 3rd. Overton slides it up the track. Garrett Albertson on the bottom. They're going to go side by side out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. As they come out at turn number 4, the Fayetteville, North Carolina driver still leads here at Georgetown. Brandon Overton 2nd, Devin Moran 3rd. Devin Moran now goes to 2nd. On the outside, here comes Garrett Albertson. Down the back straightaway, side by side battle for 3rd. Albertson and Overton into 3. Well, Brandon Overton has been in control the first 21 laps of this race, but he is going to fall another spot. He does as Albertson gets by him. Shepard is up to 5th, Thornton 6th. Dan Ebert, you go 10,000 Lakes. He's 7th. Eckert, Hilsebeck, O'Neal up to 10th. Still a long way to go at the Hellraiser Jacks halfway mark. It was Dalton Wilson out in front. He'll collect $100 for that. He wants to collect $20,049, and Shepard in on Thornton out of 2. Down the back straightaway, and the Coleman Farms Racing caution is out again. Ross Robinson in 7. Well, you look forward to this race all year for Ross and Amanda, no doubt about it. Amanda, by the way, is running 13th. These teams put so much effort into Ross Robinson 2022 on the Series Tour, and you got a race in your own backyard, and it's been a tough one for him tonight, Earl.
Yeah, like you said, they look forward to when the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series comes to their backyard, and you know how frustrating it is right now for him. He always wants to put on a good show and try to break in to victory lane here at the Georgetown Speedway in front of this packed house, and just an unfortunate night for that driver right there as he'll once again come back into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce work area. Still a lot of damage to the left front of Ross Robinson's machine.
He's not going to want to do the Flow Racing in-car camera again, right?
No, not at all. Tyler Courtney, he has, he doesn't like GoPros on his car. That's a big superstition Tyler Courtney has in the sprint car world. So Ross Robinson might be having the same superstars.
Well, the effort of these race teams. Georgetown, Delaware. You're traveling this Lucas Oil Series. It is hard. There ain't nothing. If it was easy, everybody'd do it, right?
Right.
So 26 in the books, Earl. It's Dalton Wilson. Devin Moran is now 2nd. Garrett Albertson is up to 3rd. And it's Overton, Thornton, Shepard, Ebert, Eckert, Hilsebeck, O'Neal 10th. Cosner is 11th in 66C. Ross is going to come back out. All right, so Ross back out. Out of the races, Lingo, Tyler Erb, Brent Robinson, and Clay Harris. So we still have 20 starters left. Out of 24, Nutrient Solutions, green flag, back out. Here comes Moran and Albertson. Oh, baby, we got to gaggle the cars here. Shepard through the middle. Dan Ebert in 60, down the back straightaway. Ebert working the bottom on Thornton. Off at turn 4, Dalton Wilson still leading here, and right now it's close to the lead. Here comes Devin Moran on the bottom. They're going to go side by side, and Devin Moran trying to become the 3rd different leader of this race. He does. He took the nose off of the 18D car, and he slides up the track, and here comes Albertson. The 3rd different leader now in 28 laps is Devin Moran in 99, and Albertson's going to go to 2nd. Dalton Wilson back to 3rd, Thornton 4th, Overton, Shepard, Ebert, O'Neal is 8th, Eckert is 9th, Hilsebeck is 10th. Cosner is 11th. 12th is Trevor Collins. Three different leaders here tonight. Devin Moran started 6th. Trying to take the points lead by himself, heading to Hagerstown tomorrow night. As we've got 19 to go for 99. There's O'Neill, there's Ebert, there is Eckert. Down the main straightaway. 30 laps scored here tonight. Moran has stretched it out. 1.5 seconds the advantage over Alberson. Dalton Wilson third. Here comes the 20 RT. Every position vital in this chase for the championship, and Thornton's going to go to third at 20 RT. So Ricky Thornton Jr. fell about 5th or 6th, back up there. 18 to go as Wilson, since the restart, has lost 3 spots. Devin Moran still showing the way. Garrett Alberson, Thornton, Wilson, Overton, your top 5. Shepard runs in 6th. There's the battle back there between the Brandons. Here comes O'Neill in 71 in the car that he drove to the championship, the Mark Richards Racing 1. Good battle here between the Lucas Oil Racers down the main straightaway. 16 laps remaining. 99 by 2.5. Shepard on the outside of Overton. Brandon Shepard ran third in his heat race. He started back in 14th. Here comes O'Neill in 71. And that is the battle right there. Overton 5th, Shepard 6th, 7th is O'Neill. Rick Eckert up to 8th. Ebert, good run for Daniel Hilsebeck, running for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year. He runs in 10th, his first trip here for the Hawkeye State driver. 14 to go. The lead is stretched out 2.6 seconds. You're not missing anything up front. It's a huge lead right now. More than half a straightaway. Garrett Alberson trying to track him down. Ricky Thornton trying to get to him. Ricky Thornton Jr. to the outside. Here comes a run off of turn 4. Down the main straightaway. Thornton with the crossover. In at turn 1, they go side by side. And Ricky Thornton Jr. is going to slide into second. Are we going to see RTJ things here? 13 to go. Devin Moran still in control. The top, well, they're tied in points. Both with 4 wins. Devin Moran out of turn number 2. He's gotten around the 93 of Carson Ferguson. That last time around, the fastest car on the track at an 18.6 was Ricky Thornton Jr. They're going to have 11 laps to go coming up. Thornton wants it to stay green as he has cleared Ferguson out. Moran in his sights. Moran down the back straightaway. There's the gap right there. And he is coming on quick. Trying to make it 3 in a row in Delaware. Off at turn 4. 10 laps to go. Devin Moran is cleared. The 79 at Donald McIntosh. But Ricky Thornton Jr. is cut into 1.2 seconds. If this stays green, we'll have a battle to the finish between Devin Moran and Ricky Thornton Jr. Throws it in at turn number 3. Ricky Thornton Jr., he will clear quickly. Donald McIntosh, here he comes. 9 to go. Moran, 0.8 of a second. Thornton down the back straightaway. He's got the best car on the racetrack. The 20 RT to 3 closest quickly. In at turn number 3, you wonder about the tire. Where several drivers on that new right rear. As they come down the main straightaway, Thornton is right there. Down the main straightaway into turn number 1. 8 laps to go. It's 0.3 of a second. Devin Moran hanging on as Thornton drifts up the track. He'll lose a little bit of ground, but he'll quickly regain it down the back straightaway as he smashes the loud pedal to the 3. Alberson is third. Wilson fourth. Then it's Shepard, Overton, O'Neill, Eckert, Ebert, Hilsebeck, but all eyes up front at 99 and 20 RT. The points lead tied. Heading into 9th. Thornton got the 10 bonus points for quick time in Group A. They might lead tied after this one if Moran can win this one. Thornton is right there. They're going to have 6 to go. Thornton drifts up the track. He's got Corey Lawler in front of him. Down the outside, he will clear Amanda Robinson in the 1. 6 to go. Now Moran behind the 93 of Lawler. Here comes Thornton as Moran has to drift up the track. We got a car slowing on the back straightaway, still on the track. It's Davenport at 49 of the Coleman Farms Racing. Caution is out with 6 laps to go. Oh, baby. 43 complete. 6 to go. What was once a 2 second lead is 5/10 now to be right there. 6 to go. Man, oh man, oh man. Well, Chuck Kimball turning the crew chief at 99. Great story on him on dirtondirt.com. So I'm not, Moran was behind the 93 of Corey Lawler and Earl Hoon Jr., Ricky Thornton Jr. doing Ricky Thornton Jr. things right there.
Yeah, hoping to capitalize on a perfect night here with 6 laps to go. It's only fitting that the top 2 in points run 1 and 2. The question is, what happens here on this restart? Ricky Thornton Jr. has found something on the top side of this racetrack in turns 3 and 4. However, I think Devin Moran is better on the bottom in turns 1 and 2. So this restart is everything with 6 laps to go.
For $20,049.
Yeah, not a bad payday, huh?
Yeah, Moran going to go over 100,000 if he stays where he's at in April. Wow. All right, both with 4 wins this year. 3 different leaders in this race. It's not been a pole show. Pole show, right, Cody? Pole show. Highly entertaining. Overton's led. Wilson's led. Moran's led. 6 to go. Who is going to be on the Big River Steel podium?
Oh, yeah, by the way, James, don't sleep on the 58 of Garrett Alberson.
Oh, yeah.
Started 12th.
Yep.
Who says there's no passing here at Georgetown, right?
Matt Cosner still the Poker Trucking Hard Charger, 24 to 11. So it'll be Moran, Thornton, Alberson, Wilson, Shepard, your top 5. Then Overton, O'Neill, Eckert, Ebert, Hilzebeck, Cosner, Weaver, Collins, Lawler. All on the lead lap still. So Lawler did not get lapped. He was in front. He was the last car on the lead lap. All right, 6 to go. Earl will talk to the top 3 in victory lane here tonight in a highly competitive race. Hagerstown, Maryland tomorrow night. Sunday night in Port Royal. Indiana next week. Circle City, the biggest race ever there. Friday night at Indianapolis. Saturday at Florence, the Ralph Latham Memorial. But we got 6 more laps here in the first 8 at the Nutrien Ag Solutions Restart Zone. Does Alberson and Thornton have anything for the Dresden, Ohio driver? Here we go. Good restart, Moran. Thornton will slide in front of Alberson. Here comes Wilson on the bottom, down the back straightaway. Dalton Wilson now. To the outside goes Alberson. They go side by side into turn number 3. Devin Moran out of turn number 4. 5 to go. Here comes Alberson on the outside. Down the main straightaway as he pulls away into 1. Great restart for Devin Moran. Here comes Garrett Alberson. He'll battle behind Thornton, and Ricky Thornton gets it going again, but it takes him 3 or 4 laps to go. He is on go now. Off at turn 4. There's 4 to go. Devin Moran, can he hang on into 1? The points lead tied down the back straightaway. Will it remain tied after this race? In Thornton now, he's chucking that top 3 and 3 and 4 to the outside, down the main straightaway, 3 to go. 99 and 20 RT. Into turn 1, the defending series champion, the driver, and now Thornton hooked a hole down there, gets it down the back straightaway. 2 to go, and the Coleman Farms Racing caution. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. 3 to go. Great restart, Earl, for Devin Moran, but Thornton was coming on. He was down to 0.4 of a second, but a caution. 3 laps to go.
Unbelievable. As Lawler and the Poncho Racing Products 93 making his way into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce work area. Crew going to work underneath the car to the right rear. But yeah, what a race for the win.
If there was an ever please stay green, that was it right there, wasn't it, brother? Right
Absolutely.
there it was.
Yeah, right there it was. And, you know, Devin Moran just trying to hang on, hitting his marks. Ricky Thornton Jr. letting it all hang out as the caution lights are out once again, James.
All right, it'll be a single file restart, 3 to go. Green, green, white checker, 3 to go. Moran, Thornton, Alberson, Wilson, Shepard. At the Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone, any one of those top 4 could win this race. Here they come on the restart. Garrett Alberson to the outside of Thornton. We're back underway in Georgetown. Oh, man, Dalton Wilson on the bottom. Try to squeeze the wall there. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Brandon Shepard. Down the back straightaway. Here comes O'Neill. Into turn number 3, Devin Moran, Ricky Thornton Jr. 2 laps to go. Down the main straightaway. I'm as nervous as the crews are. Down the back straightaway, they're going to enter the Barrett's Performance. White flag, 1 lap to go. Here comes Thornton. Moran's going to have to throw something on him. Down out to the outside. Oh, and he slips up the truck and then might have done it. He almost spins. He comes to the bottom. Barrett's Performance, 1 lap to go. Thornton's going to give it a 1 more run. Oh, man, he threw it in there. Out at 2. He's going to run down the back straightaway. The advantage is 0.6 of a second into turn number 3. Last chance for Thornton. Final lap. Thornton throwing it in. Trying to go 3 in a row to the outside. Off of turn 4. It's a drag race down the main straightaway. At the line. Half a car length. Moran wins. Are you serious? Cody, I'm going to do 900 more of these. I ain't never retiring, boys. Don't even consider it.
I don't think he can after a race like
no,
that.
How about in Georgetown? What a race. 0.077 for 99. The top 5 to the UNOA scales. Are you serious? 0.077 seconds, half a car length. Unofficially, it's Devin Moran, Ricky Thornton Jr., Garrett Alberson, Brandon Shepard 4th. Hudson O'Neill 5th, Dalton Wilson 6th, Brandon Overton 7th, Rick Eckert 8th, Dan Eber 9th. How about Trevor Collins, the Delaware driver, 10th? Good run for him. He is the Hoker Trucking hard charger, 22nd to 10th, hit tip of the cap to the Seaford, Delaware driver. Fans, if you got to leave, I understand, but stick around because we're going to talk to the top 3 and relive what was a great race here tonight at Georgetown Speedway. We got 2 more this weekend. Come on over to Hagerstown, Maryland tomorrow, Port Royal, Pennsylvania on Sunday. You folks in the Hoosier State, I need my peeps there. Friday night at Circle City, the biggest race ever at that track, sprint or late model. 15,000 win in Florence next Saturday, 25K to win. Earl, I think I'm going to do 900 more. Let's just do 900 more and we'll be good. 21 more years, right?
Let's go.
Yeah, that'll put me at about 39 years old. But it'll be good to go.
Remember, folks, he attended
Earl,
the season opener.
Earl, was you not entertained on that one, my friend?
I was indeed. Race fans, did you like that one? Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series put on a show here at the Georgetown Speedway. Once again, race fans, we thank you so very much for coming out. If you're making your way to your vehicle, don't forget we're right back in action tomorrow night in Hagerstown, Maryland at the Hagerstown Speedway. Then we cap off the weekend Sunday at the Port Royal Speedway.
Hey, Earl.
Yes, sir.
I think Devin's fortunate this track was built in 1949 and not 1950, right? Because another lap, it might have been a different story.
It might have been a different one, no doubt about it. But indeed, he is the first driver to get the 5 wins with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Right? Top 2 in points were tied coming into tonight's event. Both Devin Moran and Ricky Thornton Jr., 4 wins. What a 2025 season we're going to have. You know he's going to be happy. What an unbelievable performance. Was able to get the win by 0.077 seconds. He's going to grab the hat. Ladies and gentlemen, getting out of the car, your winner here for the Melvin L. Joseph Memorial, Devin Moran! Let's talk about this race, but first, let's talk about your 5th win. First driver between you and Ricky to get win number 5 here in 2025. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. You know, that was really, really hard work. I was super good early and just biding my time. I knew I had hard tires on, and there's a big hole getting into one, and you couldn't hardly see it until you're right on it. And after I got the lead, about 5 laps after I got the lead, I smoked it, and it demolished the whole right front. I don't know what's wrong, but I was just hanging on there at the end without a doubt.
Buddy, restart after restart. I was telling those guys, it seems like maybe these guys are having a little bit of trouble getting into a rhythm, right? And then you knew Ricky Thornton Jr. was behind you. I even said, it looks like you were committed to the bottom. He was committed to the top there in 3 and 4. Could you hear him or could you see him coming down to the checkered flag?
Yeah, I knew he was there, and I was trying to enter wide and sweep down the hill. With the front end messed up, and my car was just too tight to run up on that cushion, so I just committed myself to the bottom, and to be honest, I was just blocking it at the end. That way I could get to the finish line first, and I knew it was close because I could see all the fans standing in the air. So kudos for you guys out there and watching, and it's a fun race.
Caution's feast or famine, right? Because it's a blessing when you're in slower cars and dirty air, but it's also a curse because it puts these guys back on the rear bumper. So were you happy to see that late race yellow to get out of those slower cars?
Not really. I felt like at that point I had a pretty decent lead, and I could maneuver really, really well. But like I said, it was getting harder for me to steer this thing. I don't know what's going on, so we'll check it out when we get back. But just glad it's over because it was a handful. And obviously Ricky Thornton's won here twice, and now this is my 2nd win here. So I seem to run good at this place. It's a bigger version of my home track. So Kenny and them guys did a great job, and glad we could come out on top.
Congrats on the big win here at the Georgetown Speedway, and good luck tomorrow night at the Hagerstown Speedway in Port Royal on Sunday.
Of course, thank you. And of course, I want to thank my car owner, Roger Sellers. He's here with us, Double Down Motorsports, and Robbie, Casey, and Connor at home. My little niece's birthday was yesterday, so happy birthday, Everly. All my great sponsors, you know, Lazy Days RV, Big River Steel, C&W Trucking, worn out, Red Oak Pub, CarSourceAuto.com, Midwest Sheet Metal, Lincoln Smith Racing, Bill Stein, Ibach, Mark Ford, Tam, got us a new pit bike, so we're repping that. Millwood Plumbing, I know Mike and Vicky were down in Talladega jumping for joy for that one, so can't thank them guys enough. Bomag, I have so many great sponsors. Refuel Wellness, I haven't done this in a while, we ain't been racing. VP Race Fuels, Pee Wee Record Service, Hull and Haskell, Corey Phillips, CPA firm, just so many great people I can't thank enough. I don't know if I said VP or not, but just so many great people. My amazing crew, they work their tails off. My beautiful wife, Tommy and Debbie Elliott, they're out here with Elliott Farms, so they always sponsor us on this trip, and they're awesome. I love them guys. She's back there dancing in the background. I know she's pumped, so can't thank all them guys. Oh, Anthony's Pizza, we're having a nice little cookout tomorrow night, and of course, my beautiful wife, Lakia.
Hey, buddy, you got the momentum going into 2 other big races this weekend. Good luck.
Thank you, Ellen. And thank you guys. You guys always show up when we get here, so I just want to thank this amazing crowd for coming out and supporting.
Ladies and gentlemen, give him another big round of applause. Your winner here tonight, Devin Moran. Devin, we're going to let you pull the winning 50-50 ticket.
Oh, I don't get to pull
$1,200, and I believe that was $29 to the winning 50-50 ticket. You can collect your prize at the main grandstand. It is a red ticket. Once again, a red ticket. Winning number 267281. That's 267281. Red ticket for the winning 50-50 number. If you do have that winning ticket, you can claim your prize somewhere in the main grandstand. I'm going to make my way down to tonight's second and third place finisher. What a show this man put on here this evening. He was hoping for a perfect night. He set fast time overall. He won his heat race. And unfortunately, he came up one spot short. But has speed going into the next two big events with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's second place finisher, Ricky Thornton Jr. Well, buddy, I know you were hoping for a perfect night, but with about 3 laps to go, you found something on the top there in turns 3 and 4.
Yeah. I don't know. I was trying to ride behind Overton there at the start, and got a bad restart. Got myself married back 5th, 6th, and I screwed up the next restart, about wrecked the field. And then after that, I just started out on kind of Hail Mary in the top in 1 and 2, and then figuring 3 and 4 you could move out, but it was so treacherous that you had to really hit it right. And I was able to get back to second. Really, I didn't want that last yellow to come out. I felt like he was kind of stuck in those 2 lap cars, and I was able to get all the way to him. I don't know if JD had a flat or if he just stopped just to stop. So that kind of sucked, but we'll take second. Congrats to Devin. I think everyone at Colo Motorsports working hard. We got really good speed. Hopefully we can go to Hagerstown tomorrow and Port Royal Sunday and have really good speed too. Got to thank my wife, the fans, my boys, my little girl, Bobby and Jessica, Evan, Jordan, Elite, Ready Mix, Capital Waste, Clements Racing. This thing ran really good. So looking forward to the rest of the week. Certified Inspection, Longhorn, Bill Stein, Ultra Shield, Sharp Advantage, CJ, Melin here at Jones Race Products. Sucks to run second, but I feel like a few more laps or a little better race car earlier, I think we would have been really good.
Nonetheless, a hell of a run, buddy. Good luck the next 2 nights.
Thank you.
Ricky Thornton Jr. finishes in P2, and now we'll make our way here to Garrett Alberson to round out the podium. Started 12th, dude, and made your way up to 3rd. Congratulations on a nice run here at Georgetown.
Yeah, thank you. We really just kind of went back to our notes from last year because we had kind of a similar scenario, I think 10th or 3rd or something like that, and I think we were on the podium with the same guys there, so yeah, I don't know what it is about this track. I always enjoy coming here, and it always races really good in the feature, and yeah, it was a lot of fun there. I was a little too tight to get in there with them guys, unfortunately, because they were having a heck of a battle right there. I wish I could have got in there with them, but congrats to Devin and Ricky, and man, just super thankful for my crew. Got a shout out to Zach, Chasen and Travis, my wife Danny, Ken and Beth Roberts, Sunoco Race Fuel, Bill Stein Shock, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Romer Machine Welding. I got to thank Chris, Midwest Sheet Metal. He come through for us the other day. Dickie's Doghouse, Cheap Cars. We just got so many cool people. Low Voltage Solution. Yeah, we got so many great people, and I'm really proud. Hopefully we can move this thing forward this weekend.
You moved it forward here tonight. Like I said, after starting 12th, got a lot of speed going into the next 2 nights. So congrats on a fine 3rd place run.
Yep, thank you guys.
Garrett Alberson rounds out the podium here on the front straightaway. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so very much for coming out to Melvin L. Joseph Memorial at the Georgetown Speedway. And James Essex, we are not done yet, my friend.
No, we got another feature left to go. By the way, an update before we do the Lucas Oil recap. Devin Moran out in front. He'll sport the Midwest Sheet Metal Orange spoiler again tomorrow night, 10 ahead of Ricky Thornton Jr., Jonathan Davenport III, Brandon Overton, Dalton Wilson, Garrett Alberson, Hudson O'Neill, Brandon Shepard, Tyler Erb, Daniel Hilsebeck, now the top rookie. He's in 10th right now, then McIntosh, and then you have Dan Eber. But a highly entertaining race, and we'll take a look at that. 3 different leaders in this race. By the way, Moran started in 6th. So Brandon Overton out in front. He led the first. Now let's do my score sheets here. As Brandon Overton led the first 21 laps of this race. A great restart for Dalton Wilson on the lap number 22 restart. There you see Tyler bringing out a caution, spinning to a stop. There you have the restart. Wilson gets the lead. That's on lap 22. Big Perm led until lap 28. When Moran, there you see Davenport bringing out a caution. And then on the restart, here comes Devin Moran. This is the lap 28 restart after a caution. Took the lead and led the rest of the way, but man, through several caution flags, here's the last lap. Thornton throwing it in there, lost the nose on the car, slides up, diamonds it off, down the main straightaway, at the line, the crossover, half a car length, which is 0.07 seconds. 0.077 at the line. So Moran will head to Hagerstown tomorrow night, 10-point lead. And I tell you what, those two guys, and they came into the race tied. Moran now has 5 wins. Thornton has 4. Thornton's the defending champion. Moran's finished second the last 2 years. And it's going to go down, baby, to the last lap of the Dirt Track World Championship in October. Earl, down to you.
Thank you, James. Yeah, buddy, I'm ready for a beer, right? Because that was a hell of a feature. I mean, what a run. Like you said, Devin Moran, the first driver to make it to 5 wins with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. And we're going to be on all half miles the rest of the weekend. People always say, racing on half miles, it's not good anymore. I say, nay, nay, my friends. It's the best that it's ever been. Just look at the feature here tonight to kick off the Northeast Wing with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series brought to you by Flow Racing. James, what a hell of a feature here to kick off the weekend.
Oh, man. Give me 900 more, Rand. You and I, we're not going to retire, are we? Dustin and Ben will join us in a few weeks, but man, oh, man, Brad Greer's going to join me next weekend. But I'll let you go to Port Royal. You run your sprint cars tomorrow night. I'll see Shea Judy tomorrow night. Then we'll see you back on Sunday with Brad Strasser at Port Royal. Again, every lap here on Flow Racing. Unbelievable here tonight. So this track built in 1949, like I said, it had been a year later. I don't know what month it opened. Might have been 6 months later. It would have been a different story some 75 years later. Well, Trevor Collins, I believe, was the non-series performance bonus, but he also gets the Hoker Trucking Hard Charger for the Seaford, Delaware fans. How about a Georgetown for Trevor Collins? What a run here tonight in that 11AC. Earl, down to you.
Yeah, thank you. Trevor Collins here with me, buddy. Packed grandstand tonight. The boys are back, the best in the business, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, and you were able to take home some extra money here tonight. Congrats.
Thank you. We got off to a rough start tonight. Can't thank everybody enough that helps out on this thing. Sadie Scout Farms, Sign Shop, A&E Electric, Tool Works, WWC3 Trucking, Ed's Auto Center, FK Rod Ends, Coronet Racing Engines, Fox Shocks. I mean, just everybody that helps out on this thing. Fans for coming out. This place is packed. It's good to see it around here. The track it has some character, but you can go up there and get you something if you wanted to. My girlfriend Brandon, my dad, Wes, Prudy, Smedley, John, Bradley. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but everybody helps out on this thing. Benson. I can't thank everybody enough.
Buddy, like I said, congrats on a nice, fine run here tonight.
Thank you.
That's Trevor Collins here as Victory Lane ceremonies starting to wrap up here at the Melvin L. Joseph Memorial at the Georgetown Speedway. Race fans, we thank you so very much for coming out and tuning in on Flow Racing. We're going to take a short commercial break, but when we come back, we got more feature racing action here at Georgetown Speedway in Georgetown, Delaware.